Hello. Just doing some artificial today. Nothing else to note of. I managed to get visit to the dentist early today and finally get to solve the few dental issues I had. Basically, I have some. I don't remember the word in English, but I had stuff in my teeth I was unable to remove. They got stuck. I tried to remove myself, but the only way to do it was to get an appointment with the dentist. Which I managed to figure out. They managed to get solved. And it was not that super expensive anyway, so but it feels nice to finally get it done. Let's see. Yeah, today mostly use Artist Shield, try to draw emos and whatnot, because I learned you can get have around 5-ish for free. But more if you want more emos, you have to either get have behind subscribers or just get higher Twitch rank. Because affiliate is like second to lowest. Let's see. Let's start the music and start drawing then. I don't know how many emos I'm gonna do today, but I think if I'm lucky, maybe I'll do 4 like last time. We have to wait to see. It's just a bad sign. What can I talk about today? Right, Demon Beat Break that's coming out this week on Sunday, I think. Yeah, I think so. We finally know where it's gonna be released on Hulu, Fudos in US, and Crunchyroll if you live basically anywhere else. I'm just glad we actually have a legal option to watch it because, dear God, try to be a Digimon fan in Europe is like pre-Crunchyroll era was rough. I live in a country where Digimon Tamers first season was like the last show that ever got official dub, and then everything else was never legally shown. So if you were a Digimon fan, it's like post Tamers and before Atmon, I guess the only option to watch Digimon content general is basically like Sail at 7 Seas, which really sucks. But thankfully, it's not the case anymore, which, thank God. Be able to watch animes legally nowadays is like one of the best things about stuff we have now that I didn't have when I was younger. I would say there are shows that I can. There are animes was showed on TV legally, but you had to go out of the way to find them usually. Because I don't know if it's the case for everybody, but for me it's like, unless it was something that was super mainstream like Pokemon, you had to go out of the way to find some anime to watch. Or animation just in general. I did not watch anime in years back in the day because I never saw it on TV, period. And apparently Pink and Rain was released in Sweden, but I never saw it on TV at all. And I watched TV a lot as a kid, so I don't know how the hell I missed it. Because I was a 90s kid, so I don't know how I missed it. I don't know if it was the case it was a channel I did not have or whatnot, but I don't know, for some reason as a kid it was difficult to find cartoons or animation shows in general to watch on TV. It wasn't an awkward time slot. And even if I found one, it would usually get cancelled shortly thereafter or be replaced by some live action slop. And people wonder why distaste live action sitcoms. Dun, 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 dun. No, 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 no. And you go to shading. I think this looks good as a first emote for today. Let's put everything in folder. Actually, I will pause the video, the music wherever. Go to Intermission. Also enjoy this week's gifts. I'm more likely gonna change the gifts by the time Saturday comes around because the most of the time changer. I wanna keep the gifts in theme. Now, give me a second while I set things up before we go to draw my next emote. Let's see what. There you go. I think that's a good emote to do our seconds. What time is it? Okay, give it a go. I was just checking on the timer when I should grab some water. Gotta make sure I keep hydrated. There we go. Let's see. I can try something else. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. dun, dun, dun. I forget how good this soundtrack of Sonic Fighters is. It's not the soundtrack I usually listen to too often. But then again, the music I'm listening to is a remix, so maybe I should listen to the original soundtrack at some point. Sorry, I had to check on Discord for I thought I got pinged, but it wasn't. Let's see. What else can I talk about today? Oh, right, I finally got the advanced settings for my VOD, YouTube VOD channel. Not the on main channel, only on the VOD so far. I don't know why they make YouTube makes it so difficult. You get have some basics option, so like posting links from our website. I don't know why they make it so difficult. You get some basic features. I guess that doesn't happen when you have so little alternative. But I feel like Twitch is big enough to consider also compared to YouTube. So I don't know why YouTube has to be so backwards on a lot of things. It's like, if you want, do you want people to stay on your website or you don't? I don't know. Right now, feels like it's very reason to make a YouTube channel show besides making music playlist, or you just make VOD channels so people can watch your VODs. For anyone who's a Twitch streamer. And then even then, it's the amount of work just to get that stuff might not be worth it. So I try to edit my VODs a little bit, at least in terms of audio, with DaVinci. And of course, I'm not used DaVinci that long, so I'm super slow when it comes to actual editing. Try to edit videos that's like several hours long is kind of exhausting, not gonna lie. I know some people recommend just split it to different parts, but I don't know. I like to have everything in only one video. I wish there was more alternatives to YouTube, but I know there have been in the past and none of them did well. It's very fortunate. I know there are some that exist, but they always have some kind of major drawback, like either having less features or have to force yourself to be more active. Just keep your channel. Some even has a right-wing propaganda stuff going on. I know that last one is not unique, but some have more on others. It's not easy trying to be online nowadays, fortunately. More so depending where you live. Alright, I should grab some water. Hold on. Give me a hot sec.
Please drink some water, you thirsty bitch.
There we go. Feels nice to just take some water. Something I desperately need to do more often. But I'm trying. I'm trying. Dun, 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 dun. Right, I forgot. I think I forgot to tell. Can I fit a tail there? Close enough, close enough. Wait, hold on. Can I maybe draw it better? Uh, I think this. Huh. Oh shit! I drew the wrong layer. Oops. Good thing I catch that before I keep going.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to stream. How you been? Trying to draw some emos again. Everything will be mostly chill on my end. That's fair. I'm pretty sure everybody had one of those days where you're just tired after work and you don't want to do anything. Even though you can't because you have chores. For me, today was not that super eventful. Besides being to the dentist today because I have dental issues. I don't know the English word for it, but I had Okay, so that's what we're working with. Okay. And but about the issue I had with my teeth before I went to the dentist was that I could not get rid of the I don't know the English word for it, but tandsten. I have too much junk on my teeth, so I could not get rid of, despite having everything I have, could get rid of them. So I have to get them to get stuff out, including teeth threads that was trying to clean stuff up, but it got stuck in between. So, when again, everything else got figured out. It was nothing major, more like try to brush my teeth as best possible, but even when doing my best is not good enough to get rid of everything. It was very short, it was not expensive either, so it was like minor concerning. I have way worse dental visit than that. Yeah, I think that's like the least awful thing that can happen before when going to the dentist, because it's a common problem, but it's a minor problem. By the way, is the music audio good? I can make it louder if you want. Because but if there is no audio issue, we can just keep going. There is music on. Do you not hear it? The music should be on. Hold on, let me go to advanced. Okay, hello. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Can you hear it now? I increased the volume a little bit. I want to make sure it's not too loud. Okay, maybe I should increase it a little bit more then. This better? Okay, just making sure. I don't know why I didn't struggle with audio. I did not struggle with music audio before, but I don't know, for some reason our stream have been scuffed with the music. And again, it's not gonna matter much because I have changed to set this so the music doesn't play during VOD. Hence why I'm able to play copyrighted music just fine without getting muted. Because then all the music does not end up with the VOD. Which means by the time someone watches VOD, everything's gonna be super quiet besides my voice. Because you'll be very surprised how many losers out there who go out of the way, giving people false copyright claims in music but pretending to be someone else. Like, true story. In the Intermission, no, not the Intermission, the music that plays in the stream in Zoom screen, I got the that stuff muted like 3 times on three different streams, and it was by someone who's trying to pretend to be Nintendo. I know they're trying to pretend because it spells Nintendo's name with 3 I's instead of 1. So I decided to have music be not part of the VOD because I could not stand have to tell Twitch every time that, hey, this is not valid. They make stuff up, and thankfully Twitch is very quick, and yeah, I don't get it either. But yeah, Twitch is thankfully very quick on making sure everything is solved up. For once you get to send message that, hey, this was falsely claimed, they get finished. They get it done in like seconds. I mean the seconds. Compared to YouTube, it can take like 30 days or more just to do the exact same thing. But no wonder people choosing Twitch over YouTube. What was it? Yeah. I had a brain fart here, I knew. But yeah, if you want to play whatever music you want without the concern of copyrights or whatnot, just make sure the music is not part of the VOD. Do that way, avoiding copyright strikes from music is become so much easier. Which unfortunately is something that's not easy to do on YouTube unless you have like MP4 files where music and the mic audio are separate, which is not always the case. Especially if you download the VOD from Twitch website, because then all the audio tracks are all in one track. But that's good. But I think also video game music also, I don't want to say less strict, but more like you can easily get away with having specific music from video games by saying that, hey, this audio is from the game itself, not from something else or whatever. Once you get sent that, they're usually fine. I used to have a problem with the game called Dona Dodo. I sometimes get music copyrighted on that one, but all I needed to say is that, hey, this music is from the game audio itself, it's not a separate audio, and then they'd be like, okay, fair, this is part of the game audio, I'll let it pass. Again, Twitch compared to YouTube is so much more forgiving when it comes to copyright claims. Which is again why people choose Twitch over YouTube. Generally, the only reason I have a YouTube channel still is because I would like to keep music playlists if I can, and B, because it's the only place I can post old Twitch VOD on. That's the only reason. If Twitch give you option to permanently save VODs and not have disappear, then I will just delete my VOD channel YouTube easily. Not even joking. Especially with the amount of work you have to do on YouTube just to access to basic features like posting links to other websites. You have to get advanced settings, and you basically, at bare minimum, you need like channel history for like 2 months, which some reason I did not have, despite the fact my YouTube show is like almost 20 years old. Because apparently YouTube channel that's 20 years old, they used actually, and apparently didn't have enough channel history to verify it, hey, I'm not a robot. God, why YouTube is so fucking lame sometimes. I don't know what I say sometimes, but I've been doing way worse recently, but you know what I mean. Also, then on the back to the Gotland Guardians, I think also what makes it easier for you guys is like one of the games you play was Smash Bros. Melee. That game is old, like over 20 years old. And I don't think the music in that game is not as strict when it comes to music copyright compared to more recent stuff. But that's just wild guess on my end. So when it comes to older games, you might be more safe when it comes to music copyright. When it comes to newer games, especially when it comes to songs with lyrics, that's maybe like that you basically walk in a thin line there. I actually heard some news about Digimon Story Translator. Apparently, you were able to buy some Digimon OPs and ending songs separately, like songs from the anime and whatnot. And much I want to buy that, the fact that all the songs are from anime and TV shows means I'm never gonna able to play those songs on Twitch because I will be get Twitch muted. Unless I change the settings so the song does not get in the VOD. Yeah, I think the video game music gets, I don't want to say theory plans, but more forgiving. If you give the argument of, hey, this is from the game audio from the game itself, not some part of it or whatnot. Because the current concern a lot of companies have is like, if you play the music by itself, people will have no interest in buying the song, or whatever you. But if audio is part of the game itself, then it basically is, hey, you cannot listen to this by yourself because there's all sound effects and voice acting, but also gets in the way. So people cannot listen to SSL's song by itself, you know. I think that's the argument. But I'm not the expert on that thing, so don't take my word with a grain of salt. The important thing is there is workaround if you do it on Twitch. At least when it comes to OBS, because OBS allows you to pick which track on which audio should be. Because if you do, you can separate audio tracks very easily. It makes everything so much easier. Because my god, streaming where all the audio tracks are only one track is rough. Okay, so you guys should be able to make every single audio track separate. That way you can customize to do whatever. Again, if you listen to any copyrighted music, it might be best to put in the VOD in a track that doesn't end up on the VOD, just to be safe. But again, if video game music, you might get a free pass if it comes from the game audio, from the game itself. Actually, I cannot show it right now, but I can show a screenshot on Discord via DM if you want. I can show you the exact system I have on OBS. So you can see how I managed to remove the music from the VOD. That way, if in case you guys want to do the same, if you feel unsafe with copyrighted music or whatnot. Might be something you guys on Gotland Guardians can use that information in case you want to play copyrighted music on a Twitch stream and want to avoid getting, muted. But I will do it after the stream. Usually, yeah. Sometimes I can give good examples. Like this, there is this one vocal song in Digimon World Next Order, and that song, regardless if it's from the game itself or not, you cannot play that song once it plays because it will be instantly muted. Because they are very protective of that song specifically, even if it comes from the game itself. So if that song plays, you basically have to panic mute the song, panic mute the game audio, just so it doesn't get mute. It depends on the game, honestly. It depends how strict it is, because I know that some of the songs of Dragon Quest are super protective about stuff. True story that one React video posted about the September Direct. I actually got the copyright claim on that song, and it is from the song from Dragon Quest, from that just for that percent. Yeah, it does. Only some games do that. Not every game does that. But if your game has the option, take it if you can. Yeah, Dragon Quest music is super protected by the actual composer. So if you post a React video of the September Direct with Dragon Quest music is played, there is a higher chance you get copyright claim. Not a copyright strike, just a claim, which is a separate thing. Claim is like whatever you don't get any money from the video, but it still gets to keep your channel and all that. Strikes are the one you have to be scary of, because those can actually take down your channel at any time. So the copyright strike you have to dispute, or if you want to keep your channel without, or otherwise you might risk have your channel get deleted. I mean, this is not super great considering how the YouTube system works, but you know. Yeah, I think you can only have maximum 3 copyright strike on YouTube before they shut you down your channel without warning. If you get 1 or 2, you have a chance to dispute, but once you got 3, you're fucked. This is why we always should be careful what music you're playing on places like YouTube. Not just Twitch, but also YouTube. Especially YouTube. Now I need to figure out what color to give this thing. Actually, can you do this? Keep the color scheme consistent. Oh, hold on. Did I get ping on Discord? Let me check. I want to check, see if did I miss anything important? Nope, I did not. Okay. Sometimes you get ping on Discord, you don't know if it was something important or not, but... What color should I give this then? Should I maybe give it a yellow? Or should I give it pink maybe? Because I don't want to give the same color as the photo I have realized, because it's basically just black. Which is kind of boring. Maybe I just pick yellow then. We pick this one and let's try out which one looks best. Yep. Alright, then that's yellow. Let's see how it looks in pink then. Let's zoom out. Which one? Part of me wants... Yeah, yellow might be better. Yeah, yellow pops more. This is important because it is supposed to be about the emote you used in a reading with whatnot. Alright, so we give you flat color stones and then just focus on shading. Don't forget to save. Or Control S, as I like you use it as. Oh, I saw and missed something there. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me fix it. There we go. Slight little dot I missed there. That would be annoying to notice that every time you look at it. It's one of those things where, from the outside, you might not notice, but the artist, one tiny little spot is gonna make an artist go mad. It's like, everything looks good, except that one tiny little bit. I don't have music requested. My music is strictly from YouTube music. I have a playlist on YouTube, so that's where the music comes from. But if you have a YouTube video, you can post it on the chat, and then I can try to look up them. Because I put the playlist on random shuffle, so they plays in a random order. So. Wait. Click show. Oh, there's the YouTube link. Okay, give me a second then. Let me pause real quick. Hold on. Okay, do this. There you don't see the. Hold on. Why did the Control V not work? Hold on. Control C. Control V. There we go. Oh, okay. Actually, can I do this? But actually, let me. Hold on. I have a very specific setup, so I'll try to. Sorry if it takes a while. I just try to set up so that it works best for YouTube streaming in general. Can I find it on YouTube Music? I think I did. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Sorry. Give me a second. Nope, not that one. There we go. I think this is a song. Let's see if this is a song. And this is the song you refer to? Okay, so you're right. Alright. I have to remember to put it back on packet on my money. Alright. I mean, orchestra you consider boss music from a lot of people, so I guess orchestra have been around way longer, you know. Actually, wanna. Yeah, just to double check. Yeah, I just drew everything on the right layer. Because nobody wants to draw. Nobody likes to draw on the wrong layer. I see. This is good. I'm gonna save it on my Warhammer playlist. There we go. Do that, and we have a potential to hear it again at sometime in the future. Once, if ever. Yeah, I can see it, but I don't know which specific you refer to. And it's just orchestra combining the other instruments. So I'm pretty sure that's been a thing before in video games. Have been a thing. It's really good music at the release, I can say that. If you got any more music recommendation in the future, you can post me on Discord and I might take a listen to and see if I add it on the playlist. Oh, the music again. Hold on. Give me a second so we don't. Let's make sure we don't listen at the infinite loop, because that will be annoying. Let's play something else. There you go. Actually, no, I'm not in the mood for that one. Nah. Ah, there we go. This is a song I would not be able to play if I did not change the audio track in a specific way where this doesn't end up in the VOD. Because if this song ended up in the VOD, this stream would be muted. Because this music specifically is copyrighted. There we go. If you do know this was a weird mistake for something from video game, I don't know, maybe. To be fair, there are some video games that uses remixes of Beethoven's songs specifically, so it's not that far-fetched. Actually, the Final Boss music from Dinosaurus Cyber Sushi actually uses one of Beethoven's song as part of the song as a remix or part of the song. I cannot show it because I get spoilers, but you can definitely hear Beethoven in like a few seconds of the song. It basically says boodum, 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 boodum. Did you know what one? I don't remember the name, but you know which one I've heard too. This like almost doomsday sounding song. Yeah, you have to do some research. You're gonna use some public domain stuff. Just make sure, because just because something is public domain in some country doesn't mean it's in all countries. Like I know the Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie was in public domain in Europe way earlier than it did in the US. That I know for sure of. Nowadays it's public worldwide, but you get what I mean. If you're gonna use public domain stuff, make sure to don't do some research. Because you may not. Probably are some rules. Even if it's public domain, there might be some rules how it had to be used. Yeah, I trust you can do it, but I thought to mention just in case. Because I cannot keep track on everything that's become public domain. I know Popeye have recently been entered public domain recently, I think. At least in the US. I also think I don't know Tintin has reached public domain or not, but it might be getting very soon because yeah, Rudolph is fortunately the character that's still being used last time I checked. At least in the US, maybe. I think there was even a Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer video game that was now announced recently. That's try to recapture the stop motion look. You may have to look up, but yeah, this Rudolph character is still being used last time I checked. Yeah, it's international, yeah. But I was referred in the one specific stop motion short that's very popular in the US. Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you don't know the license, then don't even bother using it. Is there anything public domain you find you could use without the license? I'm sure there are, but you didn't find anything that piqued your interest? For your group, I mean? Okay. Good to know that this wasn't that major issue for you guys. But good that you guys found a workaround. At least for now, at least. Da, 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 da. Don't worry, I'm gonna change the hues or whatnot. It will make sense. Wait, oh shit, I did it too quick. Let's try it again. There you go. Boop. Ta-da! Let me zoom a bit more. More. Accurate-ish. Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to press that. Yeah, it's still not done. I tried to do some stuff. I just need to. I'm trying to try figure out this a way I can make so the light on the phone becomes more noticeable. Maybe not. Now there we go. There. Yeah, there we go. That looks good, I think. So now you can actually see some light coming from the phone, which is normal. Yeah. I actually, since I actually can show, since you were not here earlier, can you also show this? Give me. I also made this emote earlier today. So we potentially also can have this. We also got this now. Let's temporarily pause music and do some adjustments so we can keep going to the next emote. Da, na, 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 na. I'm still impressed with timing you got on the one of the alerts during the Walls of Grammars stream. I was not prepared for it. But respect the timing. Oh, do you saw the email for the first time? It's been ever since they... Yeah! Yeah, I tried to vary on the gifts on the mission. Also, you have Steam Cell gifts because it is autumn or / fall Steam Cell at the moment. I saw a few games that was on sale that I don't know if I was gonna get, but I saw was interesting. What's it called? The name is blanking on me. It's not Silk Sun, but a game that you play as a white fox that is also Metroidvania. I saw that one was on sale. You might have already played it, but I've not the warrior one. Is you play as a white fox. The name escapes me. But it's like it's 2D hand draw animated like Silk Song or Hollow Knight, but it's similar genre, but it's just different aesthetics. The name is blank on me right at the moment, but trust me, if you know what it is. Hold on, let me check.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk.
Yeah,
Here comes the money.
Yeah, that was an emote from last time. Let me double check. My name is. I'm getting frustrated for not able to remember the name. Yeah, the name of the game was called Nine Souls. 9SOLS. Don't know if you played that one, but it might be something that might pique your interest, because I feel like that's a game you might enjoy. If you enjoy Metroidvania, that is. A lot of people I know who enjoy Hollow Knight and Silk Song said that they enjoyed that game too, so take that as you will. Yeah, I figured you had played, at least heard it. The name was escaping me at the moment. Hades is also on sale. Sekiro Shadow Dice Fire is also on sale right now. Ah, okay, fair enough. Persona 5 and 3 also on sale. Nier Automata Game of Nora Edition also on sale. Guilty as Socks and indie game also on sale. Yeah, I think you enjoy Metroidvania stuff in general. Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, also on Game Pass. Yeah. Forgot about that, to be honest. Which way do we pick? I may need to sketch out more emotes because there are some emotes. There are some sketches for emotes I'm not super happy with that I want to redo. So I may have to do that, but I think I found at least one. I think that I wanna do. Give me a second here. There we go. This is the emote I think we could do the line art, because the rest of the sketches I don't feel super happy with. There's some sketches I have that I want to really redo, but this is one sketch I feel like I could start to line up because I think it looks fine. It looks good at least. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it looks a bit goofy, but I want to at least have emote is a shrug, and I feel like the goofy one might be work better instead of the more sarcastic one. I don't know. Maybe I do multiple shrug emotes based on mood. Let's go back to play music again. Alright, I forgot I should grab some water. Give me a sec, I mute the mic so I can drink.
Please drink some water, you thirsty bitch.
Ah. Yeah, it kind of that kind of mean the kind of mood. I might do a second shrug emote, but again, I think this can depend. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Oh, that was a bit too thick. That was now a bit too thick. There we go. Nope, too thick. There you go. Hold on. There you go. There we go. There we go. Got the outline done. Hey, hold on. Am I seeing things? I thought I saw something. I thought I saw something, but I was crazy. I was being crazy. Actually, let's do this instead. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. There you go. Shit happens, as I say. Hold on, can I do this? Actually, no, I can't. Okay, instead do this. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's time to do shading. I don't know if this will be my last emote for the day or not, because again, because rest of the discussion, I'm not super happy with that moment. I can always do sketches off screen and do focus only on line art or coloring on stream. Because I know Lobby does that sometimes, if not always. There you go. maybe lines there a bit too long. So now it's more equal in sizes. So. Hello. There we go. I think it's good. I think it look fine like this. Da, 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 da. Oh, there you go. There you go. No one will know this one. This music right now plays is from NES. Have not. This is a song you hear it and you look up at where it's come from, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" Because you never guess a game like Pictionary will have a music like this. Almost done with this. Need to do this. I think this looks good. För liksom här mest charmigt. I think this might be, yeah, I think this will be our last emote for today. I managed to make 3 today, which is not as much as last time. Maybe I got to do 4, but still, I think it is still good. And it is getting kind of late anyway. Let me see. Hold on. I think we call it this for today, I think. Let's pause music for a bit. I don't want to say for a bit, but we're gonna basically end the stream. Yeah, let me save this emote as a PNG. I think it'd be good. Yeah, I think it's good for today. So let's see. Let's pull down the clip. And let's see if there is anyone we can raid today. Actually, isn't actually no, I think it's fine actually. I don't think we're gonna do a raid today. I think it's fine about it. I'm not the biggest rush of getting big followers. I'm perfectly fine with having a small number of followers. The only thing I need to think about if I ever want to become affiliate is make sure at least 3 people watching the stream, which has not happened yet, except for the one time I streamed alongside with Lobby, but you know. I still appreciate. Oh, did someone come in? Oh, if someone is here, then we can raid, because I don't feel like do a raid if it's like no people are watching. But let's check who we can raid. Is there anyone I follow who's streaming at the moment? We can raid LCI Art. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they also are another PNG tuber, but her is both a mermaid and a shrimp. Can't even imagine that. Let's start the raid.